the book of Exodus chapter 29 and verse 45. And I will dwell among the children of Israel and will be their power. And they shall know that I am the Lord Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI, their power that brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, that I may dwell among them. I am the Lord Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI, their power. I'm going to stop right there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI, bahasham Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And shalom to the 144,000. So this lesson is going to be in regards to the world knowing that there is a power in Israel. All right. That power being the Heavenly Father, Yahawah. All right. And his only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI. Yahawah is the most high power. The Son, YAHAWASHI, all right, is the Savior of Israel. All right. Whom the Lord Yahawah will send in these last days to redeem us. All 12 tribes. All right. Starting with the elect. But we're in a time where the Lord's going to show his power, in the earth. And everybody's going to know who the Most High is and who his Son is and who the Israelites are. All right, which are his chosen people. Because right now the world stands in doubt. All right, they try to say that we're not the chosen people. They try to say there's no God and all this and that. But it's not going to be a question when the Lord shows his power in these last days, man. The whole world's going to fear Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI. All right. So without further ado, I want to get into an account that shows you how the nations, all right, they feared the Lord. The heathen feared Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI back in the day. All right. And we're going to get back to that. But, once the Lord makes his presence known. But I want to go ahead and get the book of 1 Samuel chapter 4. So here we have the account right here in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 4. All right. I'm going to jump to chapter 5 too. But I want to read this really quick. I'm going to try to read through it fairly quickly. All right. And the sword, and the word of Samuel came to all Israel. Samuel is a prophet of the Lord. All right. A great prophet of Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI. And the word of Samuel came to all Israel. Now Israel went out against the Philistines to battle and pitched beside Ebenezer, and the Philistines pitched in Aphek. So the Philistines are Hamites. Okay. One of our arch enemies, man. Outside of Esau, Edom, the Philistines were a nation that we always used to go to battle with back in the day. Okay. Matter of fact, Goliath was a Philistine whom King David defeated. But anyway, it goes on to say, and the Philistines put themselves in array against Israel. And when they joined battle, Israel was smitten before the Philistines, and they slew of the army in the field about 4,000 men. So we were getting our ass kicked, man. The Lord was allowing the Philistines to get at us at this point in time. And when the people were come into the camp, the elders of Israel said, wherefore hath the Lord Yahawah smitten us today before the Philistines? Let us fetch the ark of the covenant of the Lord Yahawah out of Shiloh unto us, that when it cometh among us, it may save us out of the hand of our enemies. So they understood that the reason they were losing the battle was because of the Heavenly Father Yahawah was allowing them to get beaten by the Philistines, because the Lord controls the victory in any battle. All right. So they said, let's go get the Ark of the Covenant. All right. So that we can have victory. Right. Because that was part of our culture, man, to get the Ark of the Covenant and carry it out in battle when we went against our enemies. Verse 4, it says, so the people sent to Shiloh, that they might bring from thence the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI of hosts, which dwelleth between the cherubims, and the two sons of Eli, Hophni, and Phinehas were there with the Ark of the Covenant of the Most High. So the Levites, those are the priests, all right? Eli was, the father of those two wicked Israelites, Hophni and Phinehas, all right? because they were his sons, but they were wicked. That shows you that just because you're a man of the Lord doesn't mean that your offspring will be, of the elect. Lord willing, we're the elect. But it says, and when the ark of the covenant of the Lord Yahawah came into the camp, all Israel shouted with a great shout, so that the earth rang again. And when the Philistines heard the noise of the shout, they said, what meaneth the noise of this great shout in the camp of the Hebrews? And they understood that the ark of the Lord Yahawah was come into the camp. And check this out. And the Philistines were afraid, for they said, the Most High has come into the camp. And they said, woe unto us, for there have not been such a thing heretofore. So they were afraid, man, all right, of Yahawah, all right, in the ark, because they knew what that meant. And they said, woe unto us, who shall deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods? These are the gods that smote the Egyptians with all the plagues in the wilderness. All right. So they were afraid, man. They knew the power of Israel. Okay. Now that's the point right there. Now I want to jump to, that account where a woman by the name of Rahab, all right, had fear of the Lord, man. And she was a heathen. Let's go back to that account really quick. So here's the account right here in the book of Joshua, all right, second chapter. I'm going to start at verse 1 and read down to the point. And Joshua the son of Nun sent out of Shittim 2 men to spy secretly, saying, go view the land, even Jericho. And they went and came into an harlot's house named Rahab and lodged there. And it was told the king of Jericho, saying, behold, there came men in hither tonight of the children of Israel to search out the country. So the king of Jericho got wind of what was going on. And the king of Jericho sent unto Rahab, saying, bring forth the men that are come unto thee, or that are come to thee, which are entered into thine house, for they be come to search out all the country. And the woman took the 2 men and hid them, and said thus, there came men unto me, but I wist not whence they were. So this woman Rahab, an harlot, hid the spies of Israel, man. It goes on to tell you why, but it goes on to say, and it came to pass about the time of the shutting of the gate, when it was dark, that the men went out. Whither the men went, I would not. Pursue after them quickly, for ye shall overtake them. So she was, on our side at this point, man. But she had brought them up to the roof of the house and hid them with the stalks of flax, which she had laid in order upon the roof. And the men pursued after them the way to Jordan unto the fords. And as soon as they which pursued after them were gone out, they shut the gate. And before they were laid down, she came up unto them upon the roof. And she said unto the men, I know that the Lord Yahawah hath given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. See, they were afraid of the God of Israel, man. Rahab even said it herself. She said, I know the Lord Yahawah has given you the land. The heathen had fear of Yahawah. All right. For we have heard how the Lord Yahawah dried up the water of the Red Sea for you when ye came out of Egypt, and what ye did unto the 2 kings of the Amorites that were on the other side of Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom ye utterly destroyed. All right. And as soon as we had heard these things, our hearts did melt. Neither did there remain any more courage in any man because of you. For the Lord Yahawah, your power, he is the most high in heaven above and in earth beneath. So there you go, man. They were afraid, man. They knew about Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI, and how he dealt with Israel, man, how he defended us. All right. These damn heathen in these last days have gotten cocky, man. They've gotten, beside themselves. So the Lord Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI, is going to make it known in the earth once again that he is the power of Israel. And when you touch us, you touch the apple of his eye, man. Matter of fact, let's get that precept real quick. All right, here we have right here the book of Zechariah, the 2nd chapter. All right, I'm going to read down to the point. Verse 1, I lifted up mine eyes again and looked, and behold, a man with a measuring line in his hand. Then said I, whither goest thou? And he said unto me, to measure Jerusalem, which is a people before it's a place. All right, it's talking about the Israelites, to see what is the breadth thereof and what is the length thereof. And behold, the angel that talked with me went forth, and another angel went out to meet him. Salakia, hold on a second. All right, Salakia. Now it says, verse 4, and said unto him, run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited as towns without walls for the multitude of men and cattle therein. For I, saith the Lord YAHAWAH, bahasham Yahawashi, will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and will be the glory in the midst of her. See, the Lord is dealing with Israel, man. The Israelites. We're the only nation that the Lord is dealing with, man. We're his chosen people, as it tells you in Deuteronomy 7 and 6, Deuteronomy 14 and 2, and all throughout the scriptures, man. Verse 6, ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord YAHAWAH, for I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, saith the Lord YAHAWAH. And we have been spread throughout the four corners of the earth. That's why there's Israelites in every country, even looking like the heathen. But by their father's seed line, they go back to being one of the 12 tribes. All right? Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwelleth with the daughter of Babylon. And guess what? Right now, we're in the daughter of Babylon, man. America. You see? Now here's the point I want to make right here. For thus saith the Lord YAHAWAH of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. You see that? So these nations, these heathens that have afflicted us, starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, they finna get their fucking ass handed to them here very shortly. That's why you see America falling the way it is. And they losing their fucking power because it's over. They fucked up. They touched the wrong people, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians are the Lord's people. And when they touch us, the Lord says it's like they touch the apple of his eye. That's like the pupil. That's like you sticking your finger in the Lord's eye. What's going to happen to you? You finna get your ass destroyed. So that's what's coming to these heathens. The Lord's finna show his power in these last days. All right. You see what I'm saying? In many different ways. Through different plagues, pestilences, strange calamities, World War III. That's a punishment for the heathen, man. That's why they're all being drawn into this war. They can't get out of it, man. You see World War III heating up. That's a prophecy, man. Okay. So, what else? Oh, and also the chariots, man. Those so-called UFOs everybody be talking about that the government is now made undisclosed. Those are the angels, man. And they finna get busy as well, man. And people are gonna be fucking terrified. They're gonna fear Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi. He's finna make his name known in the earth, man. That's the point I'm trying to make here. Now let's jump back to I wanna go to 1 Samuel chapter 5 real quick. So I didn't read the entire chapter 4 of 1 Samuel, but in that chapter, it talks about how the Israelites lost that battle with the Philistines, and the Philistines ended up taking the Ark of the Covenant and stealing it. So this is fast forward to what happened after that. All right. So 1 Samuel chapter 5 verse 1, and the Philistines took the Ark of the Most High and brought it from Ebenezer unto Ashdod. When the Philistines took the Ark of the Most High, they brought it into the house of Dagon and set it by Dagon. Now Dagon is a false idol. It's the idol, one of the idols of the Philistines, man, that they worship. I believe it's a fish god. Okay, a fish idol, which has no power. So they took the Ark of Yahawah, the Ark of the Covenant, and set it by their false idol, their statue or whatever. And when they of Ashdod arose early on the morrow, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the earth before the ark of the Lord YAHAWAH. And they took Dagon and set him in his place again. So the Lord knocked over that fucking statue, that idol statue. And so they went and they picked it up and set it up again, right? And when they arose early on the morrow morning, all right, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the ground before the ark of the Lord YAHAWAH. And the head of Dagon and both the palms of his hands were cut off upon the threshold. Only the stump of Dagon was left to him. So the second time, the Lord knocked that shit down. This time it broke it, showing you that their idols have no power, man. These heathens, man. It tells you in Psalm 96 and verse 5. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. All right, here we have it right here. The book of Psalms, chapter 96 and verse 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord YAHAWAH, bahasham YAHAWASHI, made the heavens. You see that right there? So all these false idols don't mean shit. All the gods of these nations are nothing but idols, man. They don't have any power, man. There's only one power, man. YAHAWAH. All right? And we serve his son, YAHAWASHI, who is on his right hand, who is our salvation. Outside of that, all the other shit that they be worshiping don't amount to nothing, man. Allah, that don't mean shit. You know, the God of the Muslims, Buddha, all the other bullshit that's out there, man, it don't mean shit. There's only one God, man. YAHAWAH is the Most High, and he's giving power unto his son, YAHAWASHI, man. And through them, we have power as well as his chosen people. And that's why the heathen were afraid, man. When we're connected to our power, we can't be stopped. And that's what's happening in these last days, starting with the elect, man. All right, so back in 1 Samuel 5, we left off when the Lord knocked down their statue that they, held so dearly, right? And broke that shit. Verse 5, it says, therefore, neither the priest of Dagon nor any that come into Dagon's house tread on the threshold of Dagon in Ashdod unto this day. But the hand of the Lord YAHAWAH was heavy upon them of Ashdod, and he destroyed them and smote them with emerods, even Ashdod and the coast thereof. That's talking about hemorrhoids. So he smote them with hemorrhoids, man. If you know what that is, that's a very painful plague to have, man. The Lord was fucking them up, man. And when the men of Ashdod saw that it was so, they said, the ark of the Most High of Israel shall not abide with us, for his hand is sore upon us and upon Dagon our God, or their idol. So they were realizing that the Lord YAHAWAH was fucking them up. So they said, we got to get rid of this ark. We got to take this back. The heathen feared the Lord, man. They sent, therefore, and gathered all the lords of the Philistines unto them and said, what shall we do with the ark of the Most High of Israel, of the power of Israel? And they answered, let the ark of the Most High, or power of Israel, be carried about unto Gath. And they carried the ark of the power of Israel about thither. And it was so that after they had carried it about, the hand of the Lord YAHAWAH was against the city with a very great destruction. And he smote the men of the city, both small and great, and they had emerods, or hemorrhoids, in their secret parts. Come on, man. You see? So it goes on to show you that, matter of fact, let's just read it real quick. Therefore, they sent the ark of the Most High to Ekron, and it came to pass, as the ark of the Most High came to Ekron, that the Ekronites cried out, saying, they have brought about the ark of the Most High of Israel to us, to slay us and our people. They're like, they brought this over here to kill us, man, because they feared the Lord, man. All right, the fear of the Lord was amongst the heathen. So they sent and gathered together all the lords of the Philistines and said, send away the ark of the power of Israel, and let it go again to his own place, that it slay us not and our people. For there was a deadly destruction throughout all the city. The hand of the Most High was very heavy there. And you Israelites don't fear the Lord, man. You don't fear YAHAWAH, bahasham YAHAWASHI. The nations did, man. And y'all are going to fear him again. That rebel against the Lord. He about to kill a lot of Israelites in these last days. And the men that died not were smitten with the emerods, or the hemorrhoids, and the cry of the city went up to heaven. So the Lord was fucking them up, man. These heathens knew about our power, man. Matter of fact, the elites of these heathen nations know to this day. And that's why they're so afraid of us waking up, man. They're so afraid of the 12 tribes coming back to their power, YAHAWAH, bahasham YAHAWASHI. And that's why Esau is finna, try to come down having great wrath, man. But they're gonna lose. want to bring this out real quick. We're going to get ready to wrap it up. This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 14. But cursed be the deceiver which hath in his flock a male, and voweth and sacrificeth unto the Lord, all right, a corrupt thing. For I am a great king, saith the Lord Yahawah of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen. Do you see that? The name of the Lord Yahawah, all right, bahasham YAHAWASHI, is dreadful among the heathen. Okay? And you get ready to see why here in the near future when the Lord begins to smite these goddamn heathen that afflicted us, man. All right? Because all these heathen nations are against the Israelites. As it tells you in Psalms 83, they've all conspired against us to keep us from coming back to being who we truly are, man. All right? 12 tribes united, starting with the elect. They've always conspired to keep us away from who we were. They called us all these different bywords. They called us Black, Hispanic, Native American, Puerto Rican, Mexican. You see what I'm saying? These different names, man, when we're really the Israelites, the 12 tribes. All right, and we serve Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI. They gave us these false names, Jesus. They gave us that fucking Christianity, pagan Christianity that has nothing to do with the scriptures to keep us blinded, man. But now in these last days, we're waking up and great fear is falling upon them, man. All right, the Lord's name is dreadful among the heathen. All right, all these damn heathens can say Jesus Christ because that's not his name. They're not afraid of that name. They're not afraid of Jehovah. They're not afraid of Yahweh and Yeshua. They're afraid of Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI. So I got to bring this out, all right? I must be allowed to bring this out, all right? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11. I'm going to start at verse 1 and read down to the point. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and that angel stood, saying, Rise and measure the temple of the Most High, and the altar, and them that worship therein. All right? Who is it talking about, man? It's talking about the Israelites. But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not. That's talking about the heathen. They're not allowed in the courts. They're not allowed, in the inner temple of the Lord, man. You see? For it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread underfoot 42 months. Okay? And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. That's talking about the Israelites, all right? The 2 witnesses, man, northern and southern kingdom, okay? And are we not prophesying in the land of our captivity? That's what's going on. All right, clothed in sackcloth, man, meaning a garment of mourning, man. And it goes on to say in verse 4, these are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the power of the earth. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devoureth their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. All right, there you go, man. Once again, we got a huge defense against these motherfuckers, man. All right? Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI is getting ready to destroy these bastards, man. Verse 6, it says, these have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. And that's happened in times past, man. You seen accounts of that, man. The men of the Lord sending plagues upon the land. Moses, Elijah, so on and so forth. Okay? And those are also known as the 2 witnesses, man. 2 great men of the Lord, man. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them and kill them. All right? And the bottomless pit is prophetic speak for, I believe that's Europe. All right? That's where the beast system pretty much originated from, man. And now check it out, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Now, it's talking about America. All right, this is the great city that's being spoken of right here. Okay, it's spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, and you know why? You know why it's spiritually called Sodom? Look at all the LGB shit going on here, man, which is an abomination, by the way. All right, and then, Egypt being the land of our captivity, we're captive here. All 12 tribes, man. So it's talking about what? America. Now, when it says their dead bodies shall lie in the street, it's not talking about their physical dead bodies. It's talking about spiritually speaking, man. Our people have been spiritually dead for a long time, man, not knowing who they were. All right, they just told you were so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They gave you all these bywords and shit to try to keep you confused. Okay? But now, in the last days, the Spirit of the Lord has quickened us, and now we know who we are. And now it's on, man. Oh, another point. It says where the Lord was crucified. He wasn't physically crucified here in America, of course. Or don't get it misconstrued. But his reputation, his name was crucified here. They try to X out his reputation here, man. They told you all kind of different lies about the Messiah, man. All right? He was a so-called white man. Nah, that's a lie, man. They try to crucify his name, man. And these Christian churches, man, they do it all the time, man, with their false doctrines and shit. They don't know what the hell they talking about, man. Talking about when the Lord comes back, he's going to come to save everybody. Nah, he's coming back to kill, if you read the scriptures, man. All right, who they ignorantly call Jesus, his true name is YAHAWASHI. When he returns, which is very soon, he's going to kill a lot of people, man. All right? They don't tell you about that part of his reputation. Now, verse 9, it says, and they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half. It's not talking about actual 3 days. It's talking about 350 years. Okay? Now, when you look at that, from the time period of about 1619, when slavery here in America began, up until about 1969, that's 350 years, man. And that's when the truth started coming out. All right, by the prophet Elder Abba Bivens, man, who we know is Elijah in the reincarnation. And that's fulfilling prophecy as well, man. In the book of Malachi, I believe. Now, anyway, verse 10, it says, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry. Oh, and hold on, let me go back real quick. So this whole time we've been here in America, Babylon the Great, not knowing who we were, they were rejoicing over that, man. They were happy that we fell as a people. All right? They never wanted us to come back to our power and understand who we were, because they knew that once that happens, that's the beginning of their demise, man. And it's already started, and there's no reversing it. Verse 10, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall sing gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. All right, we had the heathen in subjection for a long time, man. All right, but when we rebelled against the Lord, he allowed them to overtake us, man. But that time is coming to an end. Now, verse 11 says, and after 3 days and a half, all right, 350 years, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. You see that? Let's zoom in on that. So the very fact that the Israelites woke up in these last days, these fucking heathens, they know that they're through. All right? They getting ready to go into captivity. They're getting ready to go into slavery, man. World War III is getting ready to pop off, and that's when these heathens go down, especially Esau, man. He's through. He's done. We're at the end of his rulership, man. It tells you in 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 9 that Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, and we're at the end of Esau's world, man. And in the midst of all the chaos and calamity that's coming to the earth, the Lord Yahawah is getting ready to show his power, man. He's getting ready to send his son YAHAWASHI back to the earth, and he's finna get busy with killing a lot of these people out here, man. So he's finna put the fear back in the earth. They don't fear God. They get ready to fear the God of all creation and existence here very shortly, man. So I'm gonna end it right there. Hopefully this was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Rachakwadash. A double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahawah, bahasham, YAHAWASHI. Hey, the fear of the Lord is going to be put back in the earth, man, soon. Hey, Kwame Yasharali in the Bible Bar. Shalom.